The town Fort William was an introduction to our voyage. The fort itself was constructed in 1654 to keep the peace in the Highlands. It was later destroyed and rebuilt in 1690, receiving its current name in honour of King William III of England. In the 19th century, the fort was demolished to make room for the railway. A cool fact is that Fort William was the first town in Britain to light up its streets using hydroelectricity in 1896.
Set in the shadow of Ben Nevis, Britain's tallest mountain, Neptune's Staircase, is a monument of 8 locks on the Caledonian Canal. The current lock gates weigh 22 tons each and require a team of at least 3 lock keepers to operate the staircase. Designed by noted Scottish architect, canal and bridge builder Thomas Telford, the staircase comprises of 8 locks and takes boats roughly 90 minutes to travel up the 64 feet to the top. It is the longest staircase lock in the UK.
The Caledonian Canal was built 200 years ago to cut a new waterway right through the Highlands of Scotland. Created by Thomas Telford, it was one of the first social engineering projects. At the very heart of this is Neptune's Staircase, a set of 8 grueling locks. More than 300,000 tons of earth and stone were dug up to construct the canal.
Our second day began on Loch Lochy, and no, they didn't run out of names. That name is in fact Gaelic, and it refers to the reflective surface of water. With the views that we had, the name makes perfect sense.
Fort Augustus is located at the southwest end of Loch Ness. It was renamed Fort Augustus after the Jacobite Rising of 1715. In the aftermath of the Jacobite Rising, General Wade built a fort from 1729 to 1742. In 1867, the fort was sold to the Lovat family, and in 1876 they passed the site and land to the Benedictine order. This was when Tony Harmsworth was employed to convert the area into the largest private heritage site in Scotland.
The Loch Ness Monster is a said to be massive sea creature inhabiting, you guessed it, Loch Ness. We went there and I personally did not see it, although I did mistake Luke for it when he was swimming. Sometimes I wonder what other cryptids are said to be in that area.
On the shores of Loch Ness stands Urquhart Castle, a castle that has been present in local history since the 13th century. It was first documented by Edward I on his capture of the castle in 1296, which marked the start of the wars for Scottish independence. When the wars ended, the castle was raided several times by the MacDonald Earls of Ross. By the 17th century it was largely abandoned, with its partial destruction to prevent use by the Jacobites, and then decayed. One of the largest in Scotland, the castle's history and location mean this is one of the most visited too.
Most large locks are formed as a result of U-shaped valleys carved out by glaciers where rivers run into and leave body of water. Smaller locks can be created by the formation of glaciers on mountainside, creating corries for lock water to sit in.